Janet. Janet Jackson is in a lot of hot water after, in an interview, she said that Vice President Kamala Harris is not black. She thinks.
Can y'all believe this shit?
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So this is a nice but not so nice break from talking about the diddler, aka Sean Combs. There's a lot of stuff coming out. I will keep you guys posted on when I will post another video when it comes to Diddy. But literally, as I'm walking through the door, I see this story about Janet Jackson. Before we get into the Kamala Harris of it all and the conspiracy theories that they want people to spread about Kamala Harris ahead of an election, we will first talk about some of the other things that came out in this interview. Janet Jackson spoke to The Guardian, and she talked a lot about being single, parenthood, that kind of thing. So I want to talk about that first before we get into this mess and my thoughts on this mess. Janet Jackson talks about motherhood. As you know, Janet became a mother at the age of 50 years old to her then billionaire ex-husband. I'm still not even sure if they're completely divorced. I know it's been rumored that they got a divorce and she got a big payout. I don't know if they're divorced yet, but she does say that she's single, so I guess she is divorced. So she says this in regards to being a mom. She says, the most important thing I've done, the biggest thing I've done is become a mother, and it's had a beautiful impact on my life. I wanted to have 3 children, but thought I should stop there. That's probably all I can handle, because you have to give all of yourself. You have to spread the love, and I wouldn't want any of them to feel left out if I had 3. This is coming from a woman that had how many different siblings, so she knows. She says, obviously you have to work, but you don't come first anymore. Your life completely changes, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. She says, my son's childhood is completely different from mine. I worked and he doesn't. I want him to experience being a child because you don't get to do this over. You're an adult for the rest of your life, so I want him to enjoy each and every minute of being a child. Which, and some of you were like, she worked? Yes. Don't you remember that Janet was working since she was like 2? Janet's been working a very long time. So based on what she's experienced, she's decided that she wants to make sure that her son is able to be a child for forever how long. And she also knows how this industry is, especially when it comes to not protecting children. So in regards to the Super Bowl, yes, they are still asking Janet Jackson about the Super Bowl because, look, has there really been any justice since then? And in regards to her being blacklisted and Justin Timberlake. So Janet says, according to the article, she tilts her head. She says, wait, the cultural blacklisting? She coughs and looks uncomfortable. Was it true, or have her fans overplayed what happened? The Guardian asked. No, she raises her brows. It's true. It is true. So she's saying that we're not overreacting when we do our Janet Jackson Appreciation Day, the day of the Super Bowl. I know everyone's still reacting to Lil Wayne wanting to be a part of the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne, let that go. I saw recent footage of you performing, and it wasn't that great. It's not Super Bowl halftime show level.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
All right. So in regards to being single, Janet Jackson says, and her dating patterns from the past, she says, I pray to God. I'm single, so I pray to God that I might have different lenses on these eyes than I did before. She pauses. I know that if someone were to come along, even if I didn't recognize it, I guarantee you my friends would shake the ish out of me and say, what are you doing? But I think I'm seeing it through different lenses now. I think I am breaking that pattern. So that means she's not going back to Jermaine Dupri, thankfully. So she also is speaking on her album, Black Diamond, which was announced but never released. She says, I feel so badly about that, she says sheepishly. There was this stuff I had to clean up in my own backyard, which I got cleaned up. So I guess the business side of things. And I've recorded a lot of music, she laughs. A lot of music that's just sitting on the shelf. Why isn't she releasing it? I went to my brother, Randy, and I think she hangs out a lot with her brother, Randy. They're very close. And I think he's just waiting for the opportune time. All right. Let's get to why you're actually here. And that is what's blowing up all over social media in regards to what Janet Jackson said in regards to Vice President Kamala Harris not being black. She's asked about Kamala. So she says this to the interviewer. Well, you know what they supposedly said? ? She's not black. That's what I heard, that she's Indian. Her father's white. That's what I was told. Who told you this, Janet?
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
She says, I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. This is the part that sent me. A few days, Janet, she's never, like, this is not brand new news. She coughs. Body language experts. Does she believe what she's saying? She then says, I was told that they discovered her father was white.
Where is it?
Okay, so shout out to our friends over at the Shade Room. In a fact check, they said, it's well known that Harris's father is a Jamaican economist. A black Jamaican economist. I add that part. A Stanford professor who split from her Indian mother when she was 5. In her book, Kamala Harris says, my mother understood very well that she was raising 2 black daughters. She also went to a historically black college. She said this in her book, The Truths We Hold. So this has also been a narrative that a lot of conspiracy theorists that have been putting out there. But if you remember the Barack Obama days before he was elected, they were trying to say that he wasn't a citizen because he was born in Hawaii. And we had to educate people and say it is a state.
Girl, this girl is delusional.
So, but I just find this so sloppy of Janet Jackson to make a comment like this. First of all, I'm surprised she's even talking about politics. But at the same time, I'm surprised that she would run with a narrative that she, in the conversation, could not 100% confirm. And they will do anything in order to get the black vote. But I blame us. And when I say I blame us as a black people. Because we are always questioning each other's blackness. If you are biracial or whatever it may be, we're always doing that. And I feel like this is just being perpetuated. But to be honest with you, this is all rooted in racism. This went from racism, and now it's been perpetuated on us. Now we're questioning each other, separating each other. But Janet, I can't even help you here, even though you're my fellow Taurus sister and we love you. You are the queen. You are the queen. But I can't even help you here. Because to me, this was just an ignorant commenting on something. And when I say ignorant, commenting on something that you do not 100% even know the facts about. But we had to talk about it. Guys, as always, I want to know your reaction to Janet Jackson in an interview with The Guardian claims that Kamala is not black, right? I heard that recently. That's not true. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead, just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.